Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Live. How's everybody doing today? Hello, Cheryl and DH and my sisters. Yeah. Ignore that. It's just a projector. You could turn it off. Let's hibernate it. I've been obsessively watching in the background a show on Netflix called The Queen's Gambit. You guys ever heard of that? I kept watching like previews for it and I didn't have anything else to watch. So I was like, let me check this out. It's messed up, but like not like messed up in a way that I can't handle. But yeah, it's a very interesting show. Anybody looking for a short series to binge? That's a good one. Hello, Becky. How are you doing today? Yeah, so it's Monday. I have spent the entire day working on health department stuff. I had to redo all of my HACCP plans. Well, I didn't have to redo them. I had to edit them, and I had to edit each and every one of them. And there's like 36 different recipes, and there's 3 different pages for each one. So I had to edit all of them. And then I had to like save them as PDFs, and then I had to combine the PDFs. So all 3 of those separate pages are on the same document. And then I have to come up with all kinds of like equipment page and like what's it called? A testing page. And there's a lot going into it. So that's pretty much been my entire day. Yeah. Let me see. Craft Making Mama, hello. And Seaton from Southwest Missouri. Weather's lovely today. I expect it will be miserable. Is it? No, don't say that. The weather was nice today, but I spent the whole day inside. The only time I stepped out was this morning when I let the birds out. And then when my husband left for work. What do you mean? It's supposed to be 84 and partially cloudy. Fingers crossed. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm going to spend the whole day inside at the kitchen, so it doesn't really matter a whole lot. Valerie and Linda. Been busy? Yes, I have. From the cooler tip of Arizona. Does that really matter that much? It's still Arizona. I'm just saying. It's supposed to get hotter. Well, mine says today it was a high of 87, and then tomorrow's a high of 84. Thursday, we're finally hitting the 90s. Friday, it says we're finally hitting the 90s. So I might actually have to water my garden for the first time later this week. We keep getting rain every few days, so I haven't had to water anything yet. Miserable hot in western Kentucky. Yeah, it's been very muggy. Like just driving home, like my steering wheel gets like moist. I'm just like, man, it is. Yeah, because I don't have air conditioner, so I just roll my windows down and as I'm driving, so all the moisture from outside gets in, and there's no AC to dry it out. Susie, hello. I feel like I haven't seen you forever. How have you been? South Loop. We have all the YouTube storm chasers in our area waiting for it to pop off. What area? You're not around here, are you? I hope not. No offense, but I don't want storm chasers in my area again. They had them here probably like a month ago, I think, maybe a little bit less. There was a tornado probably within like 30 miles of here. It was actually where my friend lives. It was like half mile from where they were at. They could see it. It's crazy. 97 in Chicago. Oh, mid 90s all week in Indiana. Oh my. 90s in Colorado. 90s and humid in Wisconsin. 20 degrees less is definitely a good thing. True. Especially when the average is like 110. Central Nebraska. Okay. You can keep the storm chasers. Thank you very much. Oh, my son's going to be here for a while because I'm in the living room and he's cooking dinner. So any background noises come from him staring oddly at the camera, eating a piece of cheese. Steady 70 to 72 for the next week here in Hawaii. Prime garden time. That's for sure. Mary in Kentucky, we're expecting the heat to start tomorrow. We've already had the heat. It's just going to intensify. Looks like Friday. Kentucky. Oh, yes, I read that one. I know you do this a lot, but I got to teach a friend how to make kombucha today. Isn't it fun? You can see it's almost like addicting. Like you just enjoy the joy of spreading health changing information. It's so much fun. I love it. Oh, apparently I didn't close my bottle of kombucha all the way. Don't tell my husband. The nice part about selling at markets with samples is that I get to take all samples home, because they're not ideal samples the next week. There's nothing wrong with them, but they like change color and they kind of get a little bit off after a week. So I just have to take them home. I'm so sad. My husband actually started to enjoy them. You better not tip me. Better not. I'm going to figure out one of your deepest, darkest secrets, and I'm going to tell your dude. Does homemade kombucha taste better? 100%. The reason that it tastes better is that you can make it however you want it. It's customizable. So if you want it a little sweeter, make it a little sweeter. If you like it a little more acidic, like I do, you make it a little more acidic. Do you need a free intern? I don't think you want to come all the way out here. Although I wouldn't turn you down, because I could definitely use some help in the kitchen. We're just relishing the day that my husband's able to join. That'll be very nice. But who knows when that'll be. I sure don't. It also tastes better because it's made with love. It is made with love. It is. Like this. I'm in a weird mood today. Like I said, I've been working on health department paperwork all day long. So, yes, it's been a fun day. Or not. But anyways, I've had very little human interaction today. Malachi, could you not, please? That'd be great. Let's see. Speaking of exchanging information, I really enjoy the monthly live stream by you, Darcy and Lisa. So much knowledge among you three ladies, and it's very much appreciated. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. We have a lot of fun doing it. Probably moving forward, I'm going to be remote like I was this last time because market stuff. And so I'm going to have to figure out how to make that schedule work with my schedule. But we'll figure it out. But I do have a lot of fun with it. Way too hot here in Tucson, and temps continue to climb 104 here right now. Well, you do live in Tucson, so I feel like it's not entirely too surprising. I lived in Tucson, so I know I can relate. There's a reason I only lived there for 3. Well, there was a lot of reasons I only lived there for 3 months, and that was one of them. Thanks for answering. Store-bought went down the drain. Oh, don't do that. Put it down the gullet and then make it. It's not bad. It's just better when you make your own. Yeah. So yeah, we have a lot of fun with those. We usually get logged in onto the I don't know what you call it. You know, because there's like the restream, like the platform, and we all kind of log into that probably like 5-10 minutes, sometimes even 15 minutes early. So whatever you see started 15 minutes before. So as my sister pointed out, my goofy smile in the very beginning, and that was because Lisa wasn't feeling great, and she said something about time to put on your smile faces or something, and then I went. So that's where that came from. Store-bought still will make vinegar. True. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just better when you make it yourself. You control a lot more of the aspects of it. They're on my lap. So I've been boycotting my office since my last live stream. Since before that, actually. Because it's just a big mess and I'm too overwhelmed to deal with it. So stuff just keeps piling up in there, and I just don't deal with it because I got too much to deal with. You're locking up the birds?
Yes.
Thank you. Make sure you get them all. There's 6 ducks.
We're down to 6 now?
Well, yeah, we butchered 4 of them and one of them died. We had 11.
lost track.
Yeah. Yep. So one thing that I did want to make sure that I'm saying, now that we're in a few minutes, probably all the regulars are kind of accumulated here. This is most likely my last Monday Night Live for the summer. I don't see myself being able to maintain it, and I don't want to disappoint people by just flaking like I have done a few times recently. For good reasons. Like there was just stuff going on, and then I forgot to say that, hey, I'm not going live, and then I feel bad when I'm like canceling more than half of them. So this summer is just looking like it's going to be a little bit too much for me to be able to handle a regular Monday night live stream. I might do it's just for the summer. You know, once the fall kind of rolls around, things are going to slow down, and I'm not going to be doing very many markets, if any. So it should be no problem resuming it, but just kind of for this summer. Um, I don't know if it's going to be like not necessarily exactly on September 21st, but probably like October, I would anticipate I will resume them again, but I can't be consistent with it. So, maybe I'll log in every once in a while for like an occasional one if I don't have anything going on. But I'll let you guys know ahead of time if I'm going to do something like that. I'll do like a post or something, but it's just there's a lot going on, and Monday's probably one of the days that I need to get into the kitchen and be working. So, yeah, everyone gets super busy with summer stuff. Yeah. It's like because I got all of these markets going on, and I have to have the days where I can actually work in the kitchen. And Monday's a day that does seem to be available to me in the kitchen. And doing that, I will literally never get out of there in time to get back home in time to log in at a reasonable time. So um, I've been mulling it over for a while and talking to my sister about it a little bit. And I think it's probably better to I'm just going to hold off for the summer. So I just want to let you guys know because I know that all my regulars enjoy it and I enjoy it as well. But unfortunately, I can't be consistent. I made yogurt with a starter twice. It never got solid, but I found the wonders of using it in my cooking so as not to waste it. Next, trying from store yogurt. What kind of starter did you use? Summers are busy. You need to do you. Exactly. Um, Sorry, I'm being selfish is just my favorite part of the week. I'm sorry. I felt really bad. Like I said, I've been thinking about it for a while because, like, I've been so consistent, inconsistently consistent with it for like 4 years now. I think. Has it been 4 years? I started way back in the beginning, like when I first moved to my last place. So it's been 4 years, I think. Yeah, because I just hit 5 years. Oh no, I will hit 5 years in July of posting on YouTube, I think. And it was not terribly long after I started. So I think it's been a little over 4 years. So yeah. Well, I miss you, but look forward to fall lives. Most definitely. When things kind of just slow down for everybody and everybody just kind of has time in the evening to kind of relax and hang out in there. Let me see. So I think Heather will be filling your shoes on Monday nights until you come back. Heather is the Heather Kennedy? Who's Heather? Which Heather's going on Mondays? You're so close to 50. Am I? I think I saw the other day that I hit 45. So it's probably just 45 something. But yeah, I'm getting pretty close. That'll be fun. Cultures for Health. Bulgarian. Yeah, I've heard not people haven't had the best luck with that culture. I've heard it have it had a couple of people. I just use the store bought when I make it. I don't make yogurt a whole lot. But I do want to find a good raw milk culture that will continuously ferment because I don't know. I just feel weird buying it all the time and having to replace it. So I don't know. But yeah. So most of my energies is just going into all of this stuff because um with the fermentation business, I think my crocks are scheduled to arrive on Wednesday, which I'm very excited about. I got a bulk order of crocks, the same crocks that I use, but I just contacted them for a wholesale account. And so I'm getting 10 crocs plus an extra body because one of them arrived cracked, or I don't think that I cracked it when I opened it, because I have cracked two of them. So I kind of know what goes into cracking it. So I don't know. Maybe I did, but I don't think I did. But I contacted them and they're sending out an extra body to go with the 10 crocs that are coming. So I'm gonna have extra Crocs, but I'm getting 10 for less than the price it would have cost me to get 6. So I feel like that's a pretty good deal. But anyways, it's supposed to come on Wednesday, and after that, it's gonna be full steam ahead, making 5 or 6 more recipes, and then I will have all of the recipes fermenting for the samples. And then I can take the samples and have them tested. And then I get to have all the HACCP plans approved, and hopefully that'll happen, but I'm not holding my breath very hard because it's a lot of hurry up and wait. Well, at least I caught one of your live streams. No worries. Super excited for you to be able to sell your products. And I know you said it's an intense process. Good luck. Good luck with that. It is a very intense process, but it's mostly like just hurry up, get excited, and then wait for a month. And then, oh, hurry up, get excited and then wait for another month. So it's a frustrating process for sure. I'm trying to keep my patience and my wits about me, but it's slowly wearing out. I got a small amount of water kefir grains this week from a friend. I made grapefruit and cherry. Both are delicious. I don't think I've tried making either of those flavors. I'm not a huge fan of water kefir. I definitely prefer kombucha, but I can see how people would enjoy it. I just tend to over ferment it too much because I don't like have a lot of sugar in what I'm drinking. So I over ferment it, and then it doesn't do what kombucha does. It doesn't turn to the acidity. It turns to just like bland blah. So not for me. Please keep us updated when you can start selling through the mail. I want to try your kombucha. I certainly will. I'm still in search of a couple more guinea pigs when the time comes to test out shipping methods and stuff like that. So send me an email if you want to be a part of that. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I'm keeping everybody's volunteerism in a folder, and then I'll figure that out after that. My kraut keeps losing liquid during fermentation. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Any ideas? I keep it in a cool, dark place, 2 inches of headspace weighted. Does it just disappear or does it ooze out? Grapefruit, anything is delicious. I agree. Pick me. Well, I'm just going to mail it to you for fun, but I don't really have intentions of shipping to Hawaii. But obviously, you're my sister, so I'll send you some. But he volunteers tribute. But yeah, I'm probably not going to offer shipping to Hawaii because it's just like, even to ship something, if you ship something overnight to Hawaii, it gets there in like 6 days. So 6 days in the shipping department or in shipment, it kind of just ruins the product. So it's not really feasible to mail a live ferment, but I'll give it a try. Why not? Yes, I agreed about the grapefruit. It's just not as fizzy as the cherry. Yeah, because the grapefruit is just not as sweet, so it's not going to get very fizzy. It oozes out. Okay, so you need to weigh it down, and you need to check on it more often and push it down, because the fermentation creates CO2 bubbles in it, and that will push up the brine, and it'll push up the sauerkraut that's inside the jar. So you just need to open it like once a day, push it down with clean hands. If you have a potato masher or something like that fits in there, I have one. It's like a circle potato masher with like big square holes in it, and I just use that and I push it down. You just have to allow the CO2 to escape. Did you get my guinea pig email? That phrase made me giggle. I don't remember seeing an email about a guinea pig. You'll have to refresh my memory. I'm terrible at emails. It's possible I didn't see it. Or maybe, did you type it in wrong? Or maybe I'm just having a senior moment. don't remember. It doesn't matter if my potato masher is plastic or metal, as long as it's not aluminum. You can use stainless steel. Most stuff like that is made of stainless steel, unless maybe if you got it at a dollar store or something. But yeah, most would be stainless steel, and stainless steel is perfectly safe. We'll try that. You betcha. But literally, you would just clean hands. Don't use any kind of antibacterial soap. And when you're cleaning your hands, and you just push it down with all your might. You want to catch it before it starts to ooze out. Then you won't lose any liquid. And ideally, a little bit before it would ooze out, because your hand or the potato masher will take up mass, and it will, if you let it get too close to the rim, it will ooze some out. But usually not enough to make a difference if you catch it before it actually starts to ooze. But if you can catch it before it even looks like it's going to ooze, that's even better. And 2 inches of headspace, spot on with that. Or if you have the ability to use, if you're using a mason jar, they make the pickle pucks from Mason Tops, and there's other brands that make them as well. Those little glass weight discs, they almost look like a glass hockey puck. Those things are fantastic too, because then you can just push on that and it pushes down the whole batch. You don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I tried. I have been mildly obsessed with the new GT's flavor. I don't know what's in it, but it's a new flavor. It's like a pink label on there, and it has like a hint of grapefruit in there. I checked the label. I don't think it has grapefruit in it, but it is so good. Guinea pig about shipping the kombucha. Oh, about being a guinea pig. I know you said you were emailing me about like a guinea pig, like if I wanted one, or a joke about a guinea pig. Yeah, senior moment. Yes, I've gotten 3 emails so far, and I just got squirreled and forgot to reply to any of them. So I'm gonna save those into a special folder so that I have them on reserve, and then I will email for the addresses and stuff when the time comes. Oh, I feel like such a dork. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's like my brain is just fried today. So, yes. Yes. I don't remember exactly who emailed me, but if you sent me one, I got 3 of them. So I'm sure I got it. But yes, when the time comes, I shall request addresses. But there's no point before then because I'll just lose it. Because that's how I roll. What on earth? Ugh. I keep getting a bunch of spam texts. Now we have to get in a real guinea pig. No, you don't. No, thank you, Valerie. I don't need any more animals for a while. I can barely keep up with the chickens and the ducks. And the only reason I do is because I got eggs. Bloom, no, it's not Bloom. It's got a pink label, not purple. I know, Tiffany, you tried the Bloom flavor. I can't remember if you liked it or didn't like it. Guava is my favorite. I don't like the guava. I like my absolute favorite is gingerberry, but I also like this new one. Okay, I kind of want to Google it because it's really good. It's got like a citrusy acidity to it, and it's really good. I have to find out. There is a beehive or something in our window air conditioner in it, and it echoes inside of there, and it just buzzes. Is this one it? I feel like this one's it. It looks like it. No, it's not that one. Oh my gosh, Malachi, go eat in your room. Because I can't tolerate it. It's terrible. I have misophonia, and chewing noises makes me want to throat punch people. I feel like I'm onto something. No. I give up. I'll try that next if I can find it. We will name here Sarah. It has a purple butterfly. Yes, maybe lavender. I didn't like it at all. It tasted like perfume. That's what I thought you said, but I wasn't too sure. GT's living food. Oh, all it's going to pop up with is bloom. I want to find it because I feel like a lot of you guys would like it. Pomelo pink lemonade. That's it. Pomelo pink lemonade. That's the flavor. It's this one. It's so good. It's like it beat Trilogy for me. Trilogy used to be my number 2. My daughter has misophonia. Well, it sucks. It really does. Because like I want to be fine. I don't want to throat punch somebody for chewing too loud. But here we are. And I do. Thank you. I love you. Go away.
What?
Your chewing is driving me crazy.
I wasn't even chewing.
You were. Maybe not this second, but please. I really want to be nice. Just go eat in your room. Or go outside. Yeah, me and my sister both have it. It was hereditary, passed down to us from our sister, our older sister, who instilled it in us at a very young age after she had it instilled in her at a very young age from our aunt. But I think it's also partly, I hear it's partly to do with ADHD. I'm going to throw something at you, child. But yeah, that's kind of where it came from. And yeah, it sucks. And we have instilled it both in our children. Usually Malachi is very respectful about it. I think it's just because I'm going live and he's trying to annoy me. So can you use reverse osmosis filtered water to make kombucha? No, you should not. You can, but reverse osmosis and distilled water have the chemical composition of them are altered, and they leach minerals into themselves. So it will pull minerals, and it will not. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a disaster. Probably not, but it's just not going to be as good. And I would imagine it would ferment much slower. Distilled water is not distilled and reverse osmosis water without remineralizing is not a good idea to consume. It's so bad it gets in the way of me living my life. It really does. It sucks. Like I don't want to feel this way. I want to be able to just go out and enjoy people or not make, my husband be like, "Can I eat this in front of you?" And like I don't lash out. I'm just like, "Oh my gosh." Like stuff like that. Like it's terrible. It sucks. It's like nails on a chalkboard. It's terrible. I have it too, but not to the level she has it. Yeah, it sucks. I use distilled water, but add a pinch of sea salt to it. There you go. Remineralizing it. Have you guys tried oh, the name is escaping me right now. Baja Gold mineral salt. I just made the switch for myself and for the business as well. And I'm kind of obsessed with it. It is some pretty impressive stuff. I switched over and I contacted the company to see if I could use like their name on the label without like copyright infringements and stuff. And then they called me like a few days later and like set me up with some and like a wholesale account and an affiliate link. So the next fermentation video that I use, I will get you guys a 10% off affiliate coupon if you guys want. But yeah, I'm using that exclusively now in my fermentation and in my kitchen too. We have like a little bit of the pink stuff. I decided to make the switch when I found out how much of the pink salt is um, counterfeit, for lack of a better word. A lot of it's just coming from like Chinese mines, and a lot of it is like colored, and it's like the new olive oil market. Like it's really messed up stuff. Baja Gold mineral salt. If you email me, I can send you the link to it. if you want the 10% off. But it's some pretty impressive stuff. I still need to do a little bit of tracking to figure out exactly where they get the salt from, but all of it is tested for contamination. It's like a small family-run business out of Georgia, and it has some pretty exceptional mineral qualities to it. So definitely encourage you. I bought it through Azure. It's plain white looking. I was surprised. Yeah, it is plain white, but when you mix it into a brine, it turns brown. Not like a muddy brown, but like an opaque kind of brownish color, and it almost has like a brown foam on top from all the minerals being released from the salt when you melt it. Kind of weirded me out the first time, but but what's the difference? My old brine was pink, so and I feel like the salt should not be turning the water pink. Like I feel like that's a pretty surefire sign that there's most likely red dye number 40 in that thing. So after doing some research, I just decided to switch and um, toyed around with a few different companies and decided to go with Baja. She's the same way I used to eat in a room because she couldn't be around anyone else. I can be around other people eating when I am eating. It doesn't bother me. Like, because I feel like the sound that I'm making kind of drowns out the sound of other people as long as they're not being like intentionally aggressive with their chewing. Usually fine. Um, Crunchy doesn't bother me a whole lot. It does sometimes depending on my mood. It's usually the slimy smack in the lips, like, that really bothers me. Baja, what is the name of the salt? Yes, Baja Gold Mineral Salt. They have many different varieties. For my own consumption, I have been using the C90, which is the animal version of it, because I don't have a problem with that. It's basically just a difference in the way that it's processed. It's larger pieces, and they don't have to take as much consideration in the harvesting of it, and that's like a general blanket rule of thumb. I'm not sure about the C90, but, but yeah, so it's some pretty good stuff. Not Redmond, must look into it. Um, Redmond was it was really pricey, and it didn't dissolve fully. So, and I know that that's because of the minerals, but, when I'm fermenting, I kinda need it to dissolve. So, yeah. She's like that now, thank God. That's good. I'm doing Redmond Real Salt and Celtic right now. I've heard good things about Celtic. There's nothing wrong with Redmond. As far as I can tell, it is really good stuff. It's mined from an old seabed, so like a dried up seabed, so it's not subjected to microplastics or anything like that. So I mean, if either Baja or Redmond, perfectly good stuff. But Sea of Cortez in Baja, California. I just looked at their website. Awesome. I wonder if they're in Georgia if they're harvesting from California. Famous Dr. Berg likes Baja Gold. Azure has 50-pound bag, but it's quite coarse. Yeah, I get the 25-pound fine coarse. I mean, if you're gonna melt it, it doesn't matter what size the courses are, and you can also just put it in a salt grinder and grind it if it's too large. But I switched because Dr. Berg, but I wish mine was finer. I mean, you can just put it in a salt grinder. I mean, it's pretty pretty simple to get it finer grind. But I mean, the stuff that I get is really fine. Um, it's it's right up there, but I don't want to get up to show you. It's maybe a little bit. It's like sea salt, like the texture I would say of sea salt. It's pretty comparable to most salts, the ones that I get. I just get the fine grind. I think it's more flavor than Redmond. I agree. I definitely agree. You have to watch it because it's saltier than any other salt. Like pound for pound, or I should say like pinch for pinch, it is very salty. You do not need a lot. I don't know how that's possible, but it is very salty salt. It's some pretty good stuff. And it tastes so good. I don't know how salt can taste so good, but it does. Like it's some pretty nummy stuff. I enjoy it a lot. So I'm going to be chatting about it in my next fermentation video. I don't have it filmed yet. It'll probably be in the next couple weeks because I'd like to get that link out to you guys so you can start saving some money. But yeah, I did not expect the color to be white. I was surprised. Me too. I thought it would be more of like a gray color like the Celtic salt, but it's not. It's not at all. I was surprised by that as well. But it changes color when you put it in the brine. So all the minerals are just little bittle, I guess, maybe inside the salt. And then they come out when you melt it. But yeah, I put it on my, I had some sausage. Okay, so I had the exact same meal that I had like 2 days ago. I eat the same thing pretty much every day. It's pork of some variety with duck eggs and a giant pile of whatever kind of kraut I have in my fridge. And I had the same thing today. And I used the Baja instead of, what was I using? I think I was using Slap Your Mama spice. And I was like, I'm not going to use that stuff anymore. There's so much crap in there. And so I just put like, I literally just went in there, put a pinch on there. And it was one of the better tasting things that I've had in a very long time. And I was like, literally the only thing that I changed was the salt. You'd think the salt can have that much flavor to it, but it really can. It really can. And no, I'm not being paid to say that. I switched over a while ago. Hello, Doreen. I'm glad you made it. We still got, what, 22 minutes? 22 minutes left in the last live stream of the summer. Oh my goodness. We're just talking about salt. I've made the switch for myself, for my family, and for my fermentation business over to Baja Gold Salt. So we were all just kind of chatting about salt and how delicious the Baja Gold Salt is and some other alternatives. But yeah, I think most varieties, depending on the company, if you really dig deep into the company, the philosophy, the testing, all those sorts of things, you might be able to find a good sea salt. But most sea salts and most pink salt or Himalayan salt, um, they're compromised. It's like good luck trying to find a real genuine olive oil. Same thing with the salt, like you have to be pretty diligent to find something that's not just a bunch of crap. I'm trying the raspberry kombucha for the first time. Give us a taste test. Tell us how it is. The website says it's low sodium, high mineral, so maybe the mineral's giving the flavor. It could, but it does not taste low sodium at all. Yeah, not at all. It's very salty stuff. Where do you get it? I get it directly from the website. If you email me, fermentedhomestead@gmail.com, I can give you a discount link. I have a 10% off discount link. So send me an email because I will not remember if you don't. And if I do not send you an email within 2 days, send a follow-up because there's a 50% chance I will get squirreled after I read your email, and then it will be marked red and it is just gone forever. I'm sorry, that is just how my brain works. Yes, we're waiting with bated breath to find out how the raspberry is. I've never tried raspberry kombucha. I usually just use juice, and there's not really raspberry juice out there. That's not a chemical crap storm. That's awesome. I agree. It is definitely some of the tastiest salt I've ever had. It is bizarrely delicious. And it works great in fermentation too. Ask me how I know. I have made a lot of it. So, Becky Brown, I am sure that I will, but oh, you're just making it. You teased us, Tiffany. You said you were trying raspberry kombucha for the first time. I thought you meant you were drinking it. But I'm very intrigued to see if you like it. You know what would be really good? Raspberry lemon kombucha. I've wanted to make that for a long time, but I don't deal with the fruit in my kombuchas. And like I said, I can't really find a raspberry juice that's organic and pure. I miss the salt. It is Baja Gold mineral salt. If you're interested in buying it, check out their website. Just Google Baja Gold mineral salt. Check out their website. And if you're interested in it, send me an email and I will give you my discount link /code and you can get 10% off. So And they do have very fast shipping too, from my experience at least. But yes. And you can also get it from Azure. But I think their website might be cheaper. I'd have to look at that. And plus, it depends if you order through Azure. I mean, I do sometimes, but I mean, the last time I placed an order, I literally just wanted the salt. And so I just asked my friend who regularly orders, and she added it onto her order, and I paid for it. But I haven't ordered regularly from them I haven't done it regularly since we moved to Missouri, and I've only picked up a couple orders since I've been here. Do you have to adjust the salt ratio for fermenting? I haven't. I haven't found that the need at all. It is very salty. It tastes very salty. So I'm not sure why they're saying that it's low sodium. But I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we? Because my first batch is looking really good. It's fermenting, and there's no signs that it's going awry. So we'll see. I think I got about well, it might even be ready this week, but I'm probably gonna push it to next week until I portion it up. I love doing second ferments by adding dehydrated fruits. Watermelon is nice. Oh no, 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 no. I will never, ever do another ferment with watermelon or any melon ever again. I am traumatized for life. I don't know the discount code off the top of my head. That's why I'm saying you need to email me. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I haven't memorized it yet. Or corn. Yeah, don't make corn. I told Tiffany, don't do corn. Guess what she does? She ferments corn. And then I tell her like 3 days later, she's like, "Oh, it's wait until like the 5-day mark the book says, and then you check it." And I was like, "You better check it now because that thing's going to be ethanol alcohol." And she tasted it today, and she texted me and she said, "This is disgusting." And I was like, "Frickin' told you. Frickin' told you. It's disgusting. Don't ever try to ferment corn. It literally just turns to ethanol. It's terrible. I don't know why anybody who has fermented corn, fermented predominant corn in their fermentation repertoire, they haven't tried it. It's obviously AI generated cookbook because they haven't tried it. I could see how it could be a very small part of the recipe, like maybe doing like a salsa and then adding little bits of corn in there just for effect, especially because salsa is such a short ferment. But like where the main attraction is the corn, I feel like that is a very obvious sign you have not tried any of these recipes. These recipes are robot generated. That's my opinion. I have no proof behind it, but that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. uh, I had to leave and come back in. It would not let me chat. Well, I'm glad you came back. Nobody's been blocked or even accidentally blocked, so I'm not sure what happened. Maybe there was like something with your connection. But yeah, we've had a good crowd today. No issues at all. Yeah, we tried it was water kefir. I have not tried it with kombucha, but we tried it with cantaloupe and watermelon. And my husband and I are both equally traumatized. It was so revolting. And then I looked it up afterwards and they say don't ferment with melons. And then I was like, "Oh, okay. I won't do that ever again." And I haven't. I'm glad that you have luck with it and that you enjoy it. That's what matters. I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm not going to try it again. That's not true. I always say I'm not gonna do something, and then, like, 3 months later, I do it, but I don't have any plans to try it. Somehow GT's has figured out how to make a watermelon flavor. I don't know how. I don't know, but I'm still in my heavily, experimental stage. I'm trying out all different kinds of new stuff and new recipes and trying out temperatures and times and all sorts of different stuff, so who knows? Maybe someday I'll have it. I'll go the salt gritty like Redmond. It has Redmond like texture to it, but it does. I have found I haven't made a lot of brine with it, but I have made several gallons of brine. And it melts almost completely. I know with the Redmonds, there tends to be a lot of sediment at the bottom when you're doing it from the minerals that are in there. So I don't know if Baja just maybe grinds it smaller. I'm not sure. But the salt chunks themselves do not look large. They look pretty standard for like a sea salt or Redmond salt, stuff like that. I don't let mine get as sour, and it's very dehydrated watermelon. Watermelon is my favorite fruit. Yeah, we did it with dehydrated as well. Um, that's how we started it. So I don't know what went wrong, but something did, and it was water kefir. So who knows? Oh, rhubarb. No, no, ma'am, no. I just dump ingredients into my Instant Pot and set it. No recipes. Tonight pot was so good that there was no leftovers. I'll use leftover liquid tomorrow in the rice. That sounds good. I do that often. I haven't done it much lately because I've been doing my own version of carnivore, and so I don't cook very often. I mean, I cook every day, but it's the same thing. It's like literally either beef patties, 2/3 of a pound of beef, about the same in pork chops slash pork steaks or sausage, and then duck eggs and some butter if I need it or want it, and like probably a cup of sauerkraut, and I just put it all in a bowl, and that's what I eat. That's all I eat for the day, and I eat it whenever I get hungry. If I get hungry later in the day, I'll munch on something, but it's been working for me lately. I'm feeling amaze balls. Unless you buy a huge bag from Azure, it will be coarse. Yeah, but I put it together, South Loop. I can figure it out. I decoded it. Thanks for that reaction. It was great. Tastes just differ. They do. They do. Mine is all poultry, very little the other things for family. I want to like poultry. I want to enjoy chicken. I only like chicken broth. I just eat red meat. Well, I guess technically, maybe I eat mammals. How about that? And by mammals, I literally just mean cows and pigs. So that's what I eat. I eat poultry. Periods. That's about it. Man, YouTube is pushing the ads there today. I'm so glad they finally gave me the option back to cancel the ads. That was so annoying when I couldn't cancel it. It was like 2 months there where they took that away. I think they must have gotten enough complaints and they brought it back. Yeah. Alpha gal syndrome. I'm off mammal. Anything for life. Don't count yourself out just yet. I have a friend who overcame alpha gal. So it is possible. I have several friends with alpha gal. One of them has completely in remission, and the other one can occasionally tolerate it. And it just seems like it's getting better and better. She's definitely not cured because I tell you what, there are times where she accidentally gets it and she's barfing like crazy. So yeah, I was a little terrified there for a while that I might have gotten it, but I still haven't figured out what it is, but, like, I'll just wake up feeling nauseous. No, it's not that. Like, I'll just wake up feeling nauseous, and I'll be nauseous for, like, half of the day, like, every once in a while, and, um, and it seemed like for a while there, it seemed like it was coinciding with me having, like, a later meal, and then, like, maybe just the symptoms hadn't kicked in, so I was very terrified about it for a while. But yeah, I did, however, get a target on one of my bug bites that I don't know that I got them, and there certainly was not a ticket that was attached to me long enough to give me limes. But we're kind of just a ticking time bomb waiting to see if it's going to explode or not. So that's fun. Go live in the land of ticks, I said. It'll be fun, I said. But thankfully, they don't like me a whole lot. I've only ever found two ticks attached to me. I think it's pretty good odds for living out in the boonsticks for 2 years. I found a few of them on me, but only 2 of them that were attached. One of them was actually yesterday. Found it on close to my butt. It was on my thigh, but it was right up there where you wouldn't really notice if you weren't paying attention. I've heard of people getting over alpha gal. Don't give up. I've heard of a lot of people. Did you get tested for Lyme's? No. I'm just gonna wait and see if I get symptoms. There's nothing I can do. I just, if I were to have it, I would do exactly what I'm doing right now. So I figure it's technically transferred by via bacteria, and I don't eat things that feed bacteria, and I consume a tremendous volume of very healthy bacteria and yeast. So I would just continue doing what I'm doing. So I will stay here with my poisonous slugs. Thank you. Well, there is that. We don't have poisonous slugs. It'll give us brain eating amoebas. I'm sorry, I would take the ticks over the brain eating amoeba slugs any day. I hate those teensy tick babies. I find a tick of some size on me nearly every day in the summer. They're bad in Western Kentucky. Girl, you need to supplement your B vitamins or eat a lot more red meat. I'm telling you, it's a thing. Mosquitoes, too. They have very little interest in me. I would say I think my husband probably gets attacked by bugs 25 times as much as I do. It's very little. It's not non-existent, but it is very insignificant. He will get bug bites no matter what time of day he goes outside. He will go outside in 90-degree weather, bundled up head to toe, just to try and avoid getting bug bites. It's bad. And I'll just go out there. I'll go out there. Like yesterday, I was out there gardening for like 2 hours right at dusk. I came inside with maybe 3 mosquito bites, maybe. Um, yeah, it was kind of nothing. So definitely recommend the B vitamins. I did an experiment. The reason I say that, I did an experiment one summer like 3 years ago. I've always been somebody who's been rather immune to, not immune, but not affected by bug bites a whole lot. And then one summer I did a vegan experiment, and I tried doing like a whole foods plant-based kind of thing for the summer just to see if it would help with my digestion. It wasn't for any form of belief. I was just curious and tried it. I have never been as loved by bugs as I was that summer. I was miserable. Almost the day I started reintroducing meat, they stopped. And they just, they're not interested in me. I don't know what it is about my chemical makeup, but I attribute it very firmly to meat, red meat specifically. Bugs love my hubby and avoid me. Yep. I have a friend who she's one who has alpha gal because she was insanely, bugs were just all about her and still are. She finds like 4 ticks on herself a day. It's terrible. I had a beetle or a spider inside my ear while sleeping last night. What is it with bugs in your ears? You got stung inside your ear when you were a kid, too. That was so funny. I'm sorry, that was so funny. That was right up there, almost as funny as the time that you swallowed a bee, and we both had to leave work, and I had to take you to the ER because we didn't know how you were gonna react. You remember that? Of course you do. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. I should be good. I'm a meat eater. We have a surplus of wild deer and turkeys here now. We didn't used to have many. I'm a mosquito magnet and I've tried everything anyone has suggested. Have you tried methylated B vitamins? Specifically, methylated. You keep all those creepies over there. Irrigate your ears with warm water. You get steroid shots. I got steroid shots and adrenaline shots. Yeah. Was that the time that you were hooked up to the heart rate monitor when you walked in with a needle and your heart rate literally doubled just seeing the needle? Is that the time or is that a different time? That was that time. Yeah, it was legit. They had her hooked up to a heart rate monitor because she hadn't been stung since she was a kid, and that was you that was in the ear, right? Or was that me? No, that was you. Um, and they had her hooked up to a heart rate monitor. When the doctor walked in with the steroid shot needle, literally the second she sees the needle, her heart rate literally doubles. It was intense. She has or had a very intense fear of needles. It was insane. Yeah, methylated. I say methylated because I most likely have the MTHFR gene mutation, and I don't absorb B vitamins very well from food. And if it's not a methylated B vitamin, I can't absorb it at all. Like I may as well I was just really expensive pee at that point. And if you have the MTHFR gene mutation, I haven't been genetically tested for it, but I have had my blood work done, and I am very low in all my B vitamins. So she's like, you can get tested if you want, but that's pretty clear indication you're low on all your B vitamins. So you most likely have the gene mutation. So she's like, you need to take methylated B vitamins. So I'm like, all right, I'll buy them. And apparently I'll take them about once every 6 months. Sleep with my ears covered. I couldn't do it. I have to have noise. Mosquito ban from aromatherapics online literally works in the Amazon jungle. Mosquito ban from aroma. What? What is that? Okay, we can talk about Gary Brecka. He has a gene test and a company called 10x Health. I got the test. I'm not comfortable with genetic testing. Like I don't care what company it is. At some point, your genetic genome is going to come out, and I'm just not comfortable with that kind of crap. I'm looking at vitamin now. Awesome. Its essential oil blend has catnip oil in it. I do hear catnip is really good at repelling pests. Let me see. Ugh, it won't let me copy your comment. Silliness. I hope I remember that. Oh, I don't have to. Oh, that's a flashlight, not a camera. That's facing the wrong direction. I'm gonna get that for Robert. Where's that comment? There we go. Okay. That took an embarrassing amount of time to get it. Other genes too? What? Oh, it's partly the MTHFR one you were talking about. You don't need a genetic test for that. You just need to test your B vitamins and see how low you are in them. If you're low in every single one, very low in every single one, clearly you cannot digest MT, especially when you're a carnivore and you're low in all those B vitamins. You have the gene mutation, plain and simple. I do have that gene mutation you were just talking about. Oh, you got your results back? I don't think I knew you got your test results back yet. That's what I'm afraid of in DNA end up in China. Exactly. Ain't nobody voluntarily getting my DNA. That 1870s Rachel has a good essential oil spray recipe for bugs. Good to know. Have you tried fermented garlic scapes? I haven't, but I want to. They taste kind of like a mild garlic, don't they? I never ended up harvesting mine, so who knows? My garlic probably sucks now because I forgot they're still there. They're as tall as I am. They're starting to uncurl and they're basically just pointing straight up now. Am I going to do it? Probably not. I'll tell hubby, maybe he'll do it on his days off. He's coming up on lots of his vacation days. He's getting an extra day off like every day, every week of the summer. And of course, his days off are the days that I'm gone. So he's going to take that day and he's going to come help me in the kitchen so that we can spend the day together and I don't have to work as much during the summer. So I'm looking forward to it. His mild garlic flavor. I'm eating it now. Love it. Oh my gosh, it's 8:30. The hour went by very quick. All right. So, yeah. Thank you guys for joining me. I feel a little bittersweet about this being the last live stream of the summer. But like I said, I don't really have the ability to be consistent. So if I'm able to log in for like a bonus live chat at some point throughout the summer, I'll give you guys a heads up in a post or something like that. And then maybe we can chat. But if not, I shall be back at some point in October. And obviously, I'm still going to be doing my videos. I'm still going to be updating you with all the things through the videos. It's just not going to be the Monday Night Live because I can't commit to that time frame. Really, I can't commit 100% to any day of the week right now. So I just unfortunately have to put that on hold for a little bit. So glad I made the last 22 minutes. Me too, Doreen. Baja Gold at Azure is $4 cheaper for the 1 and 5 pound. Sweet. But then you also have to pay shipping too and tax, which you have to pay either way. I don't know. But I think Baja, I'm gonna have to look into it, but I think Baja has like if you order a certain amount, you get free shipping. I could be wrong on that one. I need to look into it further, and I will before I talk about it on the channel. But see you in your videos. I will see you guys in the videos. Love the trio talks to. Those ones should continue. I'm gonna do everything in my power to continue with those ones because just why not? If I'm able to, I will. Looking forward to your videos this summer. Me too. I have one filmed. I planned on editing it and putting it up today, but I didn't do that. I got stuck watching a movie and forgot that I was supposed to edit, so I didn't edit. Don't get mad at me. I'm sorry. So hope you guys have an amazing week. I do have a video filmed. It's like a how to trellis tomatoes video. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that one. And I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Peace out, sauerkraut.